Get some more messianic undertones talking about Jesus, the Messiah, that is found in our Psalms today. And specifically, we're in Psalms 22 and the events that surround Jesus' death. So we remember the gospel narratives about Jesus' crucifixion. The book of John says right afterwards, we're in John 19, verse 23. This is right after Jesus is crucified. It says, when the soldiers had crucified Jesus, they divided his clothes among the four of them. They also took his robe, but it was seamless, woven in one piece from top to bottom. So they said, rather than tearing it apart, let's throw dice for it. This fulfilled the scripture that says, they divided my garments among themselves and threw dice for my clothing. So that is what they did. Now today's Psalms, again, 1,000 years earlier, and it does exactly what the verse says. It fulfills the scripture or fulfills the prophecy. Prophecy is given back in 1000 BC by David, and it is realized at Jesus' resurrection, right? That's what John was there. He's an eyewitness testimony, giving an account of what happened. And the soldiers, after Jesus dies, they gamble for it and decide who gets what. So here is Psalms 22, verses 17 and 18. I can count all my bones. My enemies stare at me and gloat. They divide my garments among themselves and throw dice for my clothing. So again, fulfilled prophecy. Old Testament Psalms that we just read tells us what would happen, and New Testament account from John tells us exactly what did happen. After Christ dies, the soldiers split up the only thing that Jesus had, the garments on his back. And it's also very telling here that the author of the universe, Jesus, didn't have worldly possessions. He certainly could have, but he was homeless. Remember, he enters Jerusalem. He's not riding in on a Cadillac Escalade or big fanfare with chariots and horses. He comes in on a lowly donkey. And here we read that the only belongings he had were the clothes on his back. So this is a reality check here for us. We put our trust in worldly junk like phones, cars, houses, all these things that we covet, for lack of a better word. I mean, that's what it is. We always desire the latest materialistic possessions. You know, got to have the new iPhone. I myself am guilty of that. And Jesus, on the other hand, didn't worry about any of that stuff. He could have, but didn't even have a home to lay his head. And the only thing that he had when he died were the clothes that were on his back. And that's what the Roman soldiers gambled for. So it's a good check here that if we want to be more Christ-like, we should focus less on earthly material possessions. Because at the end of the day, we're not going to be able to take any of that stuff with us when we die. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Take care and God bless.